Sup shitters, my name is Logan aka Spiderhands and welcome to SP Reviews now. Forgive me if I pronounce this incorrectly. We are going to be listening to a track from an artist or a band named On Ithenfal's Wing. And we're going to be listening to their track Freedom, their lyrics video. Without further ado, we're going to switch over to here. We're going to open up. Boom. We're going to listen to Freedom. And we're gonna hear what we think. Oh. Oh. Oh, now that is cool. I thought it was gonna go, like, I thought it was gonna be that 1-5-5-6-4 thing or something like that, or 1-5, yeah, the 1-5-6-4. But there was like that minor. Yeah, the second or something like that, a 1-5-6-2 chord progression. That's dope. Ooh. Excellent choice. Thank you for changing that up. That's a great introduction. This is a bit of a longer song, but there's nothing wrong with that. This will be good. Oh. Damn, man. I'm liking the tones of the drums. And their guitar as well. The guy has a really gentle voice, doesn't he? I love the texture to it. It glistens, dude. Oh? I'm loving the guitar, I'm loving how well the guitar complements the vocal style and how the drums are just, the drums aren't trying to sort of get in front of the mix. They're just keeping everyone going, you know, it's solid. There's a bit of a sinister kind of element to these lyrics, right? Oh, that harmony is gorgeous, dude. Kind of like an 80s kind of power metal vibe, eh? Is that an overdub vocal section? This is a sick kind of hook. What I'm kind of digging is the fact that you're kind of relying on the lead guitar over the bass. Usually you get that kind of rhythm guitar and you just like going brr, 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 but no, it's just the lead guitars in the middle harmonizing with each other, giving the vocalist plenty of space. It's a really interesting sort of style of composition, but I dig it. It's so pristine. It sounds like you're soloing in the snow. Is there a little bit of a delay on those vocals as well? I dig. Oh, sick vocal harmony, man. I'm liking it. Well done for not overdoing it. And there's like 3 or 4 guitar. Ooh. Ooh, interesting direction with that, but it works. A little bit of a modulation going on there, but that was well done. I get it. So we're kind of layering the guitars on for the second lot of verses. Cool. A nice way to change it up. You kind of need to keep those vibes going. Those change the name of the song. It's a shame that he couldn't be free. Ah, back to the hook. Nice. Well done. I'm wondering if these are acoustic drums or if they're like sampled drums. No, both are fine, don't get me wrong. Oh, nice little vibrato to those kind of lead pipes there. It's kind of interesting because despite the fact that like the lead guitar is quite like high in the sort of in pitch, it still seems like the vocals are soaring over the twin guitars, and that is a rare thing to get right. Usually they'll have an argument in the mix, but Ithenfal, they've got that now. I really hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm assuming a Fine Light Snow might be the album. Oh, that's a kind of nice little arpeggiated solo there. Oh, a major. Cool, well done going back to the minor there. That was a cool way to shake things up halfway through that lead section though. I love how accommodating the bass guitar is. It's rolling with those fifths and root notes. It's dope. The way that it's been mixed and mastered, right? It sounds a lot more gentle than it might do for like stuff that's kind of traditional for this genre. Flash through my racing mind. I'm loving the descriptions that have been provided by in the verse sections. It doesn't sound terribly positive though, which is a shame. I'm sorry to hear. I assume we're going back to the hook. That's what's been... yeah. That's what I have picked up from our previous ABAB transitions here. This is so chilled out, dude. Oh, nice. We got some toms going there. Dope. Well done changing up that third off the final hook. To add a little bit of a diversity there. Hey, thunder, man. Though barred, here lies freedom. Are we slowing down? We're decrescendoing now. And death is for... wow. That's gone dark. That's gone especially dark towards the end. Oh, I assume it. I mean, I should know. Sorry, I don't mean I assume it. I mean, I think I understand what we're talking about now. I think I've gotten a general vibe for what this is about. Nice little fade out at the end. So that was On Ithenfal's Wing, and the song was Freedom, off of what I presume to be a Fine Light Snow. To chat about this track, it's actually managed to make 8.5 minutes seem like 2. You know, I could feel the song was going slowly, but even though the tempo was really chilled out and you kind of moved along at like a steady pace, it seems like I was in a state of flow just from sort of being enveloped in everything that was going on, which of course is a good sign. The performances were fairly solid. I really enjoyed the guitar work especially, and the vocals were just so, yeah. How do I describe the vocals? Because they were really interesting. Like, melodically, the vocals were fine. They matched the pitch of the other instruments really well and worked within the chord progressions in the bass line, and they were in sync with the rhythms present. I think, like, thinking on the lyrics and the way that the vocalist sang, it matches the overall tonality of the rest of it. It is very much, the overall tonality reminds me of, like, how you'd imagine music to be in, like, the winter, you know, like it kind of resembles the album artwork that you can see there with the snow and the crows and stuff like that. I think just it was soft to match the kind of the acceptance and the lyrics that when you are dead, you are actually free, that life can be suffering, and that time passes us by, and a lot of the time we aren't able to really do anything about that. No matter what we do, the seconds click by, there's no way to stop our incoming demise. So it's about knowing that you will be free when you are up in the stars. That's my interpretation of why the lyrics just sounded so chilled out. The delivery itself was, you know, I would say it was like I was listening to a play. It's the kind of way that you'd sort of voice a wise man sort of dictating the future that you're going to be involved in. It's enchanting and mesmerizing, and I did really dig it. I had to think about how to address what I thought about the vocals, because quite honestly, I haven't listened to anything like this in an incredibly long time, and I wasn't sure what to expect. I wasn't sure what to expect at all. We've spoken about how the 8.5 minutes seemed like 2 or 3 minutes. We've spoken about how the instrument performances are strong. I love the fact that there was careful sort of choices made about where to sort of overdub and harmonize instruments, where to, you know, like we basically had a verse, chorus, maybe verse, chorus, like interlude kind of thing going here. Like there was a solo in there as well. It was like sparing. It wasn't terribly overcomplicated. It was kind of like the instrumentalists knew exactly where to put what was required to make it interesting throughout. And that there is an innate talent. That is not an easy thing to do. I mean, you get the average musician to like write an 8.5 minute song that'll keep you sort of involved, and you see how far you get with that. If this is the kind of level that On Ithenfal's Wing is on with most of their material, I wish them the best of luck, but they probably won't need it. I would like to see what happens for them in future, whether they continue with a sort of tonality for future releases, whether this is like a once-off. I might have a look through the rest of their release when I get the chance later. But for now, if I were to say one thing, it would be that sometimes with the drums, occasionally, like the fills might have been a bit too quiet, whether that was like because, like a deliberate thing, like sometimes you can randomize the dynamics of the drums when like you're sort of like using sort of drum machines. Although I'm sort of 50-50 on whether this was an acoustic kit or a sampled one. Either way, again, it's fine. It's just occasionally the drums were like sort of, they might have been dominated by the guitar parts or maybe by the vocal parts. And it is a tricky thing to get a balance, but for the vast majority of the time, On Ithenfal's Wing had those dynamics and the mixing and mastering stuff totally sorted. But anyways, that is my review of Freedom by On Ithenfal's Wing. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Please do check out there's various social medias. Stay cool, stay safe. Please remember to support your local artists and musicians at this point in time, as they need all the help they can get with all the crazy stuff going on in the world. I'll catch you next review. Spiderhands out.